170 cooling system fixed, or the cooling fan fixed. If you have one of these, you'll notice that it has back there where this pipe is now. In the back, you'll see this. Even though this can be cleaned, behind it, there's another grate. It often gets gooked up with mud. The problem is it's too close to the ground. These tires are sloshing around mud all around in here, and it stuffs it up. The second issue, hold on, we got some company, I guess. Oh, they're leaving. The second issue is that you can't, when you're spraying in here, they tell you don't spray any water into it. Well, it's almost impossible to clean the inside of this if you're spraying the shocks and not get water. And basically, what is this right here? So they sell online an adapter plate, which is back here. It just bolts on. They sell another piece for it. I just got the plate and you can make your own thing. I found this pipe here. I actually don't know what it's for, and the guy at the hardware store didn't know what it is either. I was going to originally use a 4-inch PVC, but it was very heavy, and this is just screwing into plastic back here. So I decided to go with this because this seemed to be about 1/3 of the weight of the PVC, and it seemed to be just as rigid. Sorry, I flipped the camera, but I had a mosquito bite me. I had to take up some space back here because these are about 4.5 inches. They're actually bigger than the intake, which I like, so it'll allow for more airflow. It's not gonna stifle it in any way. And I got different pieces of Fernco. I got thicker, thinner. I just kind of mixed and matches whether I needed the Fernco. So there's a Fernco on the inside of this, even though the band is going on the outside of the plastic. The inside Fernco is just taking up the space and creating a seal. And then I put some mesh in there. It's aluminum screening, and just gooped on some goop. Actually, that's what it's called. It's an adhesive. I find that it's got really great adhesive properties as far as plastic. It really does do well. It's probably one of the better glues I've used. I'm going to pause this for a second, and then we'll show you how it all looks after I put the 3 pieces together. Okay. Put the second elbow on, which is going to turn it from up here this way, and then we're going to put the last elbow on, and we should be able to connect it right up in here just for another brace. Hey Vance, just to make sure, we want to make sure that we have enough distance between this and here so that when it's bouncing through the trails, we ain't come up and clipping that. Vance, do you want to go inside and jump up and down in the machine, shake it around, see if get the suspension moving? Suspension on these things are pretty stiff. Let me try and help them out here. You jumping up and down with all you got. I don't think it's ever going to come near there. This thing's got 5 inches of travel, and as this pivots, it's actually going to pivot kind of this way too. So I think we're good there. So let's put the last elbow on, and we'll show you how that works out. Okay, here's the finished product. So I got see it coming right out of the back of the machine here. It's by the center of the tire, but it could get some mud flung up in there, but it'll be real easy to clean out, just to get up in there. And it won't go all the way up and around because it would have to travel uphill any water that splashes up out of there. So I think we're good. We'll give it a run and see. You see the pipe comes up, goes down, around in the intake, and I'm gonna run a strap. Sorry about the lighting's terrible. I'm not a YouTuber. I just decided to do this because nobody else has any of these videos on here. And it comes up right near this bar here, so I'm gonna use the bar as a brace, since that is all one piece there. And that should work out really nice. I'm gonna make it a separate video on this one, but real quick too, the other problem you have is with your CVT transmission, 1.5 inch hose clamp on the inlet side so it comes up, and then I took it up and I run it right through my firewall there. You can't see it, but it's got plenty of room to get air. There it is. And that solved that problem. There you go.